Alright, we are trying to finish up the last of the Mercs miniatures. I'm just recording this instead of streaming it this time, but I only have 2 factions to go, so let's start off with the first of them, the ISS. So, the ISS, they're known as the Myrmidons. They're basically the sea-based group. They very oceanic colors. First guy we're going to be putting together is the Calypso. So what's interesting with this is they have a trident, and they can actually put it down on the table. And once it's on the table, so they can like throw it to a particular point, and then they have a heavy who uses a lightning gun that can then use that to kind of draw a line of fire to shock stuff across it. So one of those nifty little faction specific things they do in Mercs. But yes, so let's see. So we have the Calypso. We got 3 parts. Main body, leg, and a rather horribly bent spear. That's going to take some heating. So let's just go ahead and see about. Let's see, you can kind of see a little mold point there. So I'm going to just smooth that down a bit. Trident's a little kind of blah when it gets down to it, and it's not sharp looking. There's no fine detail on the points. Yeah, just kind of meh. Look at the body. They all have this kind of weird, almost alien headgear stuff going on. And got his 2 fingers have become a 1 finger pointing down pose. And of course the blade falls out of my knife, because why not? Just tighten that back up. Alright. Working with some GW plastic glue that I forgot I had, as opposed to my usual glue, because I'm not sure how long the GW glue is going to last. It's in a bottle that I've had some trouble with. So I've lost the metal, well, not lost, it came out. Has a metal applicator tip, and it's separated from the plastic. Alright, so this guy just kind of slots in there. And these guys are plastic, so the plastic glue is probably better to use for them anyway. Leg doesn't really have any flash or anything on it, so I mean, he has a nice pose at least. Or she, actually. Yeah, definitely gotta fix the curve of that. But overall, nothing we haven't come to expect from Mercs. So we've got the demo and the wrench. And because alphabetical order is apparently not a thing in here. Okay, so pretty standard body. Not much. We are bit of flashing, but not too bad along the back there. Nothing too terrible. And this is a 2-piece with the hands, or the arms, both arms being on the weapon mount. So we will just fill those in. And the arms have a bit more flash that needs to be cleared up here. Again, I'm not being overly careful with these. I'm not even sure. So apparently this is supposed to be gripped down, but it doesn't have that. So I think, yeah, that's not actually going to get removed. And then this is bad injection port placement. But I've noticed when they have these weird, I don't know who decided that having like these arms that just then kind of clipped in like that was a good idea. Not a super duper good looking thing. Hopefully if the new company does new sculpts, they'll fix some of that. So this is the heavy I was talking about. This has that lightning gun. Sniper, booster, spy. We may have a rename. We will see. Wavefinder, shock. Wouldn't be surprised if the shock wind up being the demo. Nope, there is a demo. Because D comes before C in this book. Alright, so we have your typical guy running, chucking a grenade. Nothing majorly messed up to take off there. Smooth the underside of that. Pistol arm. They actually did a good job of putting the ejection point on the unused piece. Actually, I have it this way. Then the majority of him will stick out like that. Yep. Not too bad. Alright, so again, as we've done before, let's take a look at the whole squad here. So, leader has a little stubby pistol and a combat shield. Then we have our demo. Then our Calypso. Then our wrench, who should be in a kneeling position with a gun. Possibly. Nope, here we go. Nope, that's... Yeah, I think that's the closest we've got. Shock has a bit of a shotgun going on. I think probably will be the guy who's running around. Now, Wavefinder, I believe, nope, is this person. And they come with a teeny tiny turret. So that's nifty. And then, let's see. The heavy, that one's easy enough. Honestly, for being heavy, that gun's kind of weak. I'd rather see that gun about twice the size. It looks, I think, bigger in the picture anyway. Okay, sniper. Not have the sniper. Booster. See, actually the booster might be the run. Yeah, that's the booster. Spy is this weird guy. Heavy Wavefinder. That's... Yeah, the wrench is the guy I built, so I don't know why I was wondering about that. So I'm apparently missing a sniper, so I'll have to order him up. We can build him later, though. Yeah, Calypso. Oh, no, actually, Calypso, wrench. So we don't know if we have a shock. We definitely have a Wavefinder. Definitely have a heavy. Actually, this is the sniper. Then the booster, then the spy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I am missing myself a shock. So I will have to go ahead and order him up. If I can't double check if I did supposedly order him or not. Always fun. Set those aside while they're drying. Alright, now the last faction we have is, past our Texaco friends, the USCR, so the remnants of the Russians. These guys are nice, big, bulky power armor. You know, not the most advanced, but definitely the toughest. Kind of your traditional in that regards. So we've got a heavy wrench and a medic. Let's see. Wrench first. So you can see these guys are way blockier. I mean, teeny tiny heads in massive bulky armor. Definitely got some mold lines coming down the legs here. Let's take care of those. Even on this side. Ball through his packs. Arms as well. Same on this side. So just got to clean him up a bit. And let's focus in where we're actually working. And get the inside of this leg. So I'm not going for super duper clean or anything with these right now. Just enough to get them done up and ready. One thing is, with the game's going through some testing for a new, like a version 2.5 right now, so I'll be interested in seeing what they do with that. Hopefully they don't change too much about it. I've liked the gameplay that I've seen with it. Haven't gotten a chance to play a lot. Not exactly a whole lot of people clamoring for it where I'm at. But it'd be good to see what they do now that they're under new management, as it were. So that's our wrench. Our medic. Alright, so big and blocky. Just take some of this off the head there. into the leg joint there. So he's kind of a double-sided guy. Alrighty. Tactical rock on this guy. I hate tactical rocks. I understand you can get some nice poses and stuff when you have something like that, but it's just something you then have to work into your basing scheme. I play Infinity, and they are the worst for tactical rocks. Of course, for them, it's tactical tiny tech or crate or something like that. Just if you want it to be like standing up like that, it's kind of a pain. Give me some options. Don't give me a random piece of whatever. Privateer Press Coleman 2 was a big tactical rock guy. He was basically leaping off a ruined jack, and it just really didn't fit with how I wanted my army to look, which was based in like a snow area. So what I did, is that supposed to be like that? Hold on. Oh god, that is just awful. I don't know who decided they needed this giant piece of plastic there, but yeah, that's got to go. But as I was saying, Striker 2. I also didn't like the fact that it was obviously a particular faction's jack he was jumping off of, which fit story-wise where he was at for his battles and careers at the time, but if I'm not facing off against that faction, it looks a little weird. So I just did him leaping off of an ice crystal to fit with my army. But if you don't have the skills and materials to do that, it can leave you kind of painted into a corner. Alright, medic done. Behemoth, we're going to look at him. I've got him. He's fun. Sniper. So we got the sniper, looks like he's firing with it's a harpoon rifle. But it looks like a giant shotgun. Yeah, so tactical rocks, not my favorite thing. Ooh, heavy is big and juicy. So we've got 1 tri-barrel, 2 tri-barrels. He's just a 2-part model. Oof. He has a fair amount of flashing. All the USSR guys have a lot of flashing on their legs. A lot of stuff to fix there. Okay. Like, I'm not overly worried, but I do like to at least pretend to clean these off. Yeah, look at that. Oof, yeah. So much flashing. Jeez. That's what I get for working with higher quality miniatures. I forget how much flashing you can get on some of these. Corvus Belly and the like have had me thoroughly spoiled with their quality. Of course, those are also metal, so. There we go. Alright. Good enough for government work. Another poor placement of an injection port. I don't know how much sculptors have to do with it, or the company, or whatever, but whoever deals with the positioning of these cuts and injection ports definitely needed to have done a better job. But yeah, he is heavy. To the point he basically steps off the base. Alright, so let's make sure we have all of these. So, Commissar. Looks like he's running around, pistol and gun in hand, so that would be him. Gunner. Weird ass running guy. Yeah, very boxy gun. Booster. See, I think I put this guy together wrong to where he's supposed to have the gun over his head. But honestly, I think the gun over his head looks stupid, and I like my version better. Wrench. It's the guy I just did. Medic. Behemoth. Alright, we're going to pause a little look at him. So, this is the Behemoth. They put him on the same size base, but now that's a tactical rock. So this guy, I'll have to reposition the hammer a bit and bend the guns, but still fairly impressive. Sniper. That guy. Heavy engineer. Is that guy with the weird pneumatic slam ram thing. And Pathfinder. So I have all of those. Then I have tons of these non-aligned guys that are already assembled. These are basically all the guys that came with the Mercs Recon game. So you got your Sec 4s, civilians, infected, CPP 209 and CPP 1. So if you can guess who those are. And these Lost Margin, I also have those. Then you have like drones. I love the little drones. I picked them up in case I did any games for Shadowrun, actually. And yeah, so that is that. So other than trying to figure out my missing guy for the ISS, that is Mercs. At some point I may paint. I've got this extra guy, so I want to test the Yellow Jacket scheme on him using some contrast paints, but we'll see how that goes.